This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Today is Yud Gimel Teves, the Yahrtzeit of Rabbi Yitzchak Hakohen Huberman, the Tzaddik of Raanana, who was a renowned Tzaddik, who actually, one of the individuals in the later generations that had Gilui Eliyahu Hanavi. Rabbi Aaron Leib Steinman was not one to tell tales, especially not tales of people who had Gilui Eliyahu. And yet Rabbi Aaron Leib Steinman would tell people, and this is brought in the Sefer E'ele B'Tamar. He would say many, many times about the Tzaddik Raanana that he heard from trustworthy Eidim, who said that when the Tzaddik Raanana was asked about a difficult shaila, or a difficult circumstance, the Tzaddik Raanana would say, "Come to me when I'm a sandik, Eliyahu Hanavi is coming, I'll speak to him, and then I'll give you the answer." Actually, it's very well known that the Ger Rebbe would say that the Tzaddik Raanana could see into the heavens, even perhaps more than himself, as it is known before wars would break out in Israel. And we're talking in 67. And the Ger Rebbe would say that he sees that there won't be a war, but he said the Tzaddik Raanana sees better, and the Tzaddik Raanana says there will be a war, and in fact there was. So I want to share three Divrei Torah from the Tzaddik Raanana. Let's start with this week's Parsha, Parshas Vayechi. The Torah mentions the death of Rachel. Yaakov Avinu says, "Va'ani b'voi mi padan mesa alai Rachel," where the Torah talks about Rachel's death. Amazingly, there is no discussion whatsoever about the death of Leah, where she was buried, when she died, how she died, why she died. No discussion at all. It's not mentioned at all. Says the Tzaddik Raanana that if you look in the Arizal and Parshas Vayetzei, the reason why the death of Leah is not discussed at all is there's an idea that Leah comes from Alma de Iskasaya, a hidden world. Rachel comes from a open, revealed world. And that's the reason why Leah's death is not mentioned at all. In fact, perhaps that's the reason why Leah's marriage to Yaakov is not even discussed at all. It's all hidden. It's all under the guise of Rachel. But interestingly, the Munkacher in the Sefer Masos Yushalayim that discusses the trips of the Munkacher Rebbe to Yushalayim, it brings that when they started to build a big monument to cover over the Matzeva of Rachel, the Chachamim were very against it, because Rachel's grave is supposed to be out in the open, because Rachel comes from Alma Diskalaya, the revealed world. That's the first offering. Offering number two. Offering number two is an amazing discovery of the Tzaddik Raanana. We know the number 26 is a very important number. That's the name Havaya, Yud Kei Vav Kei. And the Tzaddik Raanana says, what is the 26th pasuk in the Chumash? 26th pasuk in the Chumash discovers the Tzaddik Raanana is Vayomer Elokim Na'aseh Adam, the creation of man. The ultimate revelation of God in the world comes through the creation of man. What an amazing discovery, what an amazing insight, that the Shem Havaya, the 26th pasuk in the Chumash, is Vayomer Elokim Na'aseh Adam. And then let's end off on a happy note. You know, we know a person is supposed to start learning the milsa d'bdichusa with a matter of laughter in a way, to open up the heart, b'simcha. So the Tzaddik Raanana says in Parshas Ekev, V'haya, ein v'haya ela lashon simcha. V'haya, you know when you should be b'simcha? Ekev is Rashi Tevos, Koidem Esek B'Torah. And if you do that, V'haya Ekev Tishma'an, you'll be able to understand the mitzvahs of the Torah. If anybody would like to participate in, we're culling the works of the Tzaddik Raanana are extremely Kabbalistic. It relies on many very complicated gematrias. Many of the pieces are very hard to understand. We're trying to compile the selected pieces that are user-friendly, that are able to be said over, because the Tzaddik Raanana writes in his introductions that anyone who says over his Divrei Torah in his name, he will be a Me'elatz Yosher for you and pray for you and bail you out of any difficulty in this world and in the next world. If anybody would like to participate in publishing the Sefer, please contact us. And on this great day, Zuchusai Yagein Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael. Amen.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.